Modern football is bad, modern football is good. Everybody has his opinion. Some people say Joko Bonito has been laid aside and it has destroyed the joy of watching football currently. But have you noticed something? I call it the decline of the number six destroyers in football. What is that? When I watch the likes of Claude Makelele, Frank Rijkaard, Gennaro Gattuso, the likes of Patrick Vieira, they had one thing in common, which was destroy attacks, aggressiveness, tackling, which was one thing that was making sure everybody had winning ground duels and all those stuff. Their main job was to destroy attacks, destroy build-ups, and just make sure that they keep a very physical presence in that midfield. But modern football has brought in something in the last decade, and it's a quiet shift. I've noticed that in modern football now, if you look at the likes of Rodri, João Neves, Vitinha, the likes of Declan Rice, they have one thing in common. What is that? Scanning, ball recovery, how you build up from the back. If you look at the likes of Barcelona, who is the likes of Frankie de Jong, what is common about them is how they are, how they react to press resistance. How you can take the ball from the back and move it forward. Deep line playmaking. It has to do because teams now press high. The opposition attack are pressing you high. So your defensive midfielder is one of those players that connect your defense to the midfield and to the attack. So that particular player now, it's more of their abilities, the vision, how they progress the ball, their technical abilities. We've shifted from the place of aggressiveness, tackling, and the rest, and we've now come into a phase of um, top quality technical defensive midfielders. The defensive midfielder's job is now becoming very hard. And if you see most, especially for teams that like to play from the back, but if you see teams that just cross the ball from the goalkeeper backward, who don't really have build up, a format for build up, they don't really rely on this kind of defensive midfielder. But for teams that keep possession and they want to keep the ball, that defensive midfielder mostly dictates the pace of the game. And a lot of times when you are being pressed back, when the opposition is pressing you back, you'll notice that if your defensive midfielder cannot really take the ball and progress to the midfield, it kills your attack and it kills the momentum of the team. And it's a shift that is quietly happening. So we're moving from the days of aggressiveness, tackling, breaking line, and coming to the place of defensive midfielders that are more of they're not really the hard workers, they are more based on technical abilities, their intelligence, how they progress the ball, how they can control the midfield. And their job is now even becoming very, very more important than a lot because in most systems currently, the likes of Enrique are using, your defensive midfielder have to be very good progressor.